Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we heard that the Guerrilla Fortress was attacked, and Crossbell is asserting its independence. So, yeah. Oh, wow. The photo of the gaping chasm where the Guerrilla Fortress once stood made the Imperial Chronicle's front page, and the sight of the aftermath was enough to fill the citizens with a sense of inescapable dread. All the while, unconfirmed reports that several armored divisions had attempted to invade Crossbell had begun to spread, and in every one of those reports, the message was the same. They had been repelled almost effortlessly. Erebonia was starting to feel the effects of the IBC's asset freeze too, and things didn't look good for the economy. As things stood, it was only a matter of time before we faced a spike in corporate bankruptcies and record unemployment. Faced with this crisis, the Imperial government and the officials in Heimdall began working to remedy the situation. Rumors were also spreading that Erebonia's longtime enemy, the Calvard Republic, had thrown its weight behind Crossbell, and with the fortress that once served to safeguard the Empire gone, many speculated that an invasion was only a matter of time. Well, this doesn't look good. And the fortress wasn't just attacked, it was actually blown off the face of the planet. It just disappeared. Where's Milliam and Crow? Ugh! I can't take this anymore! Where is she? Homer was supposed to start ages ago! Huh. I hope that she's alright. I'm not surprised that she's late. The instructors are probably all busy trying to figure out what to do. That seems more than likely. This morning's meeting has already blown past its normal ending time. It's still hard for me to believe that all this is really happening. Having been there, the idea that Guerrilla Fortress just vanished is difficult to comprehend. Not all of it, I heard. There's still some parts left, and almost untouched. But Instructor Nightheart making it out of there alive was nothing short of a miracle, though. Those huge railway guns were part of the section that's gone, too. If I hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be kind of hard to believe. What kind of weapon's even capable of doing something like that? I find myself doubtful that any human could create something so powerful. We just don't know. All we do know is that it's impossible to make a weapon that powerful, even with today's most advanced orbital technology. And yet here we are, with just a weapon in the hands of what's always been a mere vassal state. The Imperial Army has their work cut out for them, I'll say that much. I'm worried about what's going on in the capital, too. It sounds like there have been even more demonstrations going on there these past few days. Down with Crossbell, they say. Point our guns towards the east. Is there even any truth to those rumors that Calvard's planning an invasion? I'm pretty sure it's all nonsense, but considering how there have been tensions between us and them for years, people are just more inclined to believe it. Rumors are just that. We need to be careful not to be misled by half-truths and speculation. If possible, we should find out exactly what's happening for ourselves. Over the year, we've seen how things are across the Empire with our own eyes, and now is as good a time as any to put that knowledge to use. Well said. We've had quite the education in getting to the truth behind all the headlines. That seems to be a running theme of most of our field studies. Still, we seem to be missing two of our illustrious members. Yeah. Well, there's nothing strange about Crow's habitual truancy. Or did he already transfer back to his original class? No, he said he was going to be with us through the end of the month. As for Milliam, though, I'm not sure. You don't think it's something to do with the Intelligence Division, do you? Well, she is an agent of theirs. It's kind of easy to forget that, given how she usually is. It does concern me that none of us have seen her. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh good, she's safe, I'm glad. I thought that you might have been in danger. Oh, Instructor, are we starting homeroom? Not today, I'm afraid. All classes have been cancelled. You can either stay here in the building and study until school's out, or go back to the dorm. So, wait, has something happened? Not yet, but it will. Chancellor Osborne's going to be addressing the nation from Dreikel's Plaza at noon. It's set to be broadcast across the entire Empire. A national address? Sounds pretty serious. And given the timing, indeed, it's not hard to imagine what's on his agenda. Come on, guys, straighten up. You're students of Thor's Military Academy, and that makes you all cadets. Whatever careers you choose, military or civilian, you need to know how to act decisively in an emergency. So right now, I don't want you to look away from what's happening in the world. I want you to face it straight. Will do. You're right. Now's not the time to lose heart. As for Osborne's speech, apparently we'll be setting up radios in each classroom so the students can listen to the national address. So if you want to follow along, be sure to be back here by noon. I suppose I might as well listen to it here then. Same here, I don't even have a radio. I do, but for something like this, I'd rather not listen to it alone. Well then, we can all share in the joy of hearing the melodious voice of the esteemed Chancellor. Maybe I should haul in some beer and snacks. That's the only way I'll stay through the entire broadcast. What should we do about Crow and Milliam, though? None of us have seen either of them all day. Do you know where they are? Can't say I do. Crow's practically made a career out of playing hooky, but I did see Milliam earlier this morning. Oh, she's still on campus? At least that means she wasn't called away by the intelligence division. I've been thinking along those lines, but when I asked her, she just shrugged and said, no news from the top. I doubt she's wandered off too far. Yes, but lest you forget, she excels at giving us the runaround. At least it doesn't sound like she's in trouble. We're probably worried over nothing. We'll just have to tell them if we're meeting here at noon if we run into them before then. Yeah, will do. I guess everybody's going to check in with their clubs. Looks like I have some free time. Might as well see if I can track down Crow and Milliam. At least it sounds like Milliam's probably somewhere on campus. Crow, though, he could be anywhere. Probably best to check with Toa and George first. Maybe they know something. Well, let's see if we can't go find him, but first, there's a couple more things that I want to do. I want to head on over to the Student Union to buy the Imperial Chronicle issue number 11, the last Imperial Chronicle. There it is, awesome. I'll be showing that in the end slate as well. And then I want to go to the Academy Field because there's a person that I can talk to there to upgrade. Ooh, Honorary Literature Club member. Hey, that's for getting all the books. Yeah. So, got all that trophies. But there's a person over here that I can talk to who I can update his character profile. Let's see. This guy, Lambert. Okay. Sure. Okay, awesome, yeah. So I did that. Now we need to go search for Milliam and Crow, and we're going to go to the old schoolhouse. And we're just going to head on down to the last floor and talk to her. It kind of automatically takes you there, so I'm just going to meet you there. Milliam?
Oh, Reen! Come to take a sneak peek too?
Is this where you've been the whole time? You do know we have class, right?
Dang, I knew I was forgetting something.
Honestly. So, what's piqued your interest? It doesn't look like this thing has anything in common with Argotlam.
I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that it might, at least a little. Not the same, but like they share some kind of underlying principle.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I guess you wouldn't really understand without being connected. But now it makes sense why Gramps asked me to keep an eye on this place, though. I had no idea there'd be something this cool down here.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Chancellor Osborne? Did he know there was something like this here?
Not really sure. He just asked me to keep an eye on the building itself, and said to let him know if anything unusual happened. Whoopsie! That was supposed to be confidential.
So the Chancellor has an interest in our quaint old schoolhouse, does he? We did just find out that the Captain Claire is a Thor's graduate, but...
Hey, what you thinking about?
Say, Milliam, was investigating the old schoolhouse the reason that you enrolled at the academy?
Well, sorta, but it was more of a side thing. There was a more important reason, but that kinda stopped being a concern. So I guess it's just this now.
Something more important than this? Not sure what she's getting at. Doesn't sound like she's trying to hide something important from me, though.
Oh yeah! It's almost time for Gramps' speech, isn't it? I guess I should head back and listen to him drone on.
Oh, so you already knew about that. We were all planning to listen to the classroom.
Sweet! I'll just listen with you guys then. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Nothing keeps you down for long, does it? Oh yeah, you haven't seen Crow around anywhere, have you?
Huh? Nope. Is he cutting class too?
Well, he's probably just hiding out somewhere on campus.
Guess it'd be a good idea to ask around. Mind if I come with you?
Be my guest. Okay, well, he's good friends with, George, so I'm gonna head over to the engineering building. I still can't believe there's a weapon out there powerful enough to level Gorelia Fortress like that. I didn't think you can get much more powerful than those railway guns. Yeah, having seen the railway guns in person, I can hardly believe it myself. There are rumors that whatever that weapon is, it's managed to fend off the armored division several times, too. Still, I can't help but wonder what the Chancellor's going to say in his national address. Whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's going to shake things up around here. This is a military academy after all. Who knows? We might even see active duty. Even as an engineer, I doubt they'd make an exception for me. Could be that my lazy days tinkering with orbital bikes are numbered. Don't say that, George. Well, no point stressing out too much about the future till we're there. I didn't mean to be a downer about it. Go on and listen to the broadcast, but don't worry yourself too much. This country may go through a lot in the coming years, but ultimately, we have a say in our future. That's a good way to look at it. I don't want to look away from what's happening. We have to be aware of our present to take charge of our future. But anyway, you wouldn't happen to know where Crow is, would you? He hasn't showed up at class today. Oh, can't say that I do. He came by yesterday with a box of things that he borrowed from me, but he never mentioned having any plans today. Anyway, I'll keep asking around to see if anybody else knows where he is. Well, knowing Crow, he's probably just wandering around somewhere. Just keep looking around and I'm sure you'll run into him. Rightio? Well, he's also friends with Toa, so let's go to the Student Union building and talk to her. Oh, Reen. Here you are. Yep, Student Council will be passing out radios for every classroom, so I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. Are you guys planning on listening to the Chancellor's statement too? How could we not? He's supposed to be addressing the entire country after all. Yeah, whatever it's about, it's going to be something big. I don't think anyone could have imagined the relationship between Crossville and Aragonia going south like this. I sure hope Angie's okay with all this political turmoil right now. Sorry about that. I'm the Student Council President. I need to stay focused on what's going on right here, right now. Angie would laugh at me if she could see me getting distracted over her anyway. That's right. You've got to focus on getting through this. Still, don't try to take on more than you can handle. I'm not the only one ready to give you a hand if you need it. Will do. Thanks. Oh yeah. Why were you looking for me in the first place? Right, I almost forgot. Do you have any idea where Crow might have gone? Nope, afraid not. He didn't mention that he had to go anywhere when I talked to him yesterday, at least. Was yesterday the last time that you saw him? Yeah, he was giving me some of the stuff back that he borrowed from me since graduation's getting so close. That was nice of him, but then he gave me everything that he borrowed from Angie, too. It's only polite to give back the stuff that he borrowed in person, and now it's more work for me. Well, that's a very Crow thing to do. But George hasn't seen him either. Maybe he went into town for some reason. Maybe. Want to try looking around Trista for him then? I'll help. Good idea, we're not getting anywhere just searching the academy. Alright, let's get going. Oh, but make sure you're back in your classroom by noon, okay? Okay. Well, the best place to go to would be to check out his dorm. So, let's head on down there. We can't go directly to Trista. We have to kind of go through the front gate and all that kind of crap first, though, so... Let's go. I don't know why they block off Trista like this. I mean, it's easy enough to just head there. Yeah, for a cutscene! Okay, so are we gonna track down Crow? Might as well. I guess we should start with the dorms first. Maybe Sharon knows where he's gone. Okie dokie. So, yeah, let's head on over. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see either of you back so early. Welcome home. Hello again, Sharon. We're back. It seems all your classes have been canceled today. I heard from Lady Sarah that you'd be remaining on the campus, though. Well, that was the plan. Crow hasn't been back here, has he? Actually, he just returned a short while ago. Oh, he did? Indeed. However, I don't believe he stayed long. It seems he was here just long enough to go to his room, then he left again. Sounds like we just missed him. Maybe he forgot something here and came back to pick it up. I don't know. Should we check his room just in case? Might as well while we're here. Well, if you need anything, just let me know. Okay, well, let's head on upstairs. I don't know why we're so overly concerned with Crow. I mean, he's a grown man. Well, not really grown, but grown up enough. He can handle himself. He's not in any danger. Looks like he did go out then. Still, you don't think his room's awfully tidy? I mean, for Crow. Well, he was supposed to be moving out here fairly soon. He must have been doing some cleaning. Anyway, it's almost noon. I guess we just have to head back to the classroom empty-handed for now. Yep, almost time for Gramps' speech. Still, I wonder where Crow went. Yeah, there's nowhere else around here that I haven't checked, is there? No, not really, so let's head on back to the, academy. But again, we can't just warp to the academy, we have to go to the front gate and then walk to the academy for a cutscene. Oh, it's you. Patrick, what are you doing here? I thought you would have gone back home. Well, we don't have any classes today, so I was just resting in my room. Sure, I've been told to return home, repeatedly at this point. But as a member of the 4 Great Houses, what dignity would I have were to turn tail and run home at a time like this? Don't underestimate me, Sworzer. Wow. Wouldn't dream of it. Is Class 1 planning on listening to the National Address too? We are. Personally, I can't stand the man, but we are in the middle of a national crisis. Those of us who elected to remain at the Academy are having a radio set up to hear the broadcast together. Right. You've got some strange classmates, though, especially that second year. I know Heimdall's not all that far from Trista, but I'm not sure why he'd bother going to hear the speech in person. What are you talking about? That Crow fellow. I met him outside the station this morning. Oh, really? Oh, he didn't tell you? When I inquired, he said that he wanted to hear the Chancellor's speech in person. I wouldn't have expected him to suddenly take an interest in politics. Well, at least we know where he went now. I haven't a clue about what you're babbling on about. Anyway, it's almost noon now. Shouldn't you be running along? You'll miss the broadcast. Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's get going, Milliam. Everybody else is waiting in the classroom. Okay.
The clock's about to strike noon in Heimdall, with the Chancellor set to take the stage for his national address. With the situation in Crossbell and the destruction of Gorelia Fortress still fresh in the national consciousness, the message he has today will undoubtedly shape the future of Erebonia and with it, our lives. Our reporter is joining us now live from Dreikel's Plaza.
Sounds like he's about to start.
Oh, I hate this. I've got butterflies in my stomach.
This is Misty, coming to you live from Heimdall.
Why is Misty...
Oh, it's the host from Abendheim.
At least that's a reassuring voice to hear at a time like this.
How? Emma?
What's wrong?
The woman talking on the radio, she's... You all know her?
Who, Misty? Of course. She hosts the radio show Abendheim every Sunday night at 9.
I've seen her out and about in Trista too. She always looks so fashionable. Though, considering Abendheim is broadcast by Radio Trista, it makes sense that's where she'd be.
Huh?
The Chancellor's standing at the podium, and it looks like he's about ready to begin. Let's hear what he has to say.
Citizens of Heimdall, fellow countrymen, Erebonians far and wide, I thank you for your attention. I am Gileath Osborne, your Chancellor and the acting representative of the Imperial Government. We stand today in the face of an uncertain future. All of you, I'm sure, are aware of what has transpired in recent weeks. Crossbell, our erstwhile province, has defiantly declared its independence, and as its parting shot, frozen the assets entrusted to them by the hard-working men and women of Erebonia. As we have moved to safeguard our national interests, armed conflicts have broken out on our borders. Our enemies point to this as an example of Erebonian aggression, but nothing could be further from the truth. We acted in accordance with our duties as a colonial power. All we have done as is our sovereign right. The imperial hand may be firm, but it is fair. These traitors, however, have shown the world that they are neither. With an unknown weapon of mass destruction, they have annihilated Gorelia Fortress, the stronghold that has long protected the very gates of this country. I ask you, brothers and sisters of the Empire, do we allow such an odious act to go unpunished? Do we sit idle as the pride and dignity of our great nation is spat upon and trampled underfoot? We cannot, we must not, and we will not. With blood and with iron we shall mete out justice.
Listen to him go.
Oh, he's quite the orator, that's for sure.
Well, he's certainly not out to upend my expectations.
Milliam? What are you doing?
Nope, can't get through. No surprise there, I guess.
Who are you trying to call?
What is all this about?
Oh, it's part of my mission. The most important part, actually. If only I'd caught on a little sooner. But considering he managed to outwit Claire, Lecter, and even Gramps, I suppose Crow's earned this victory.
What?
What does Crow have to do with this?
Huh. So that's your angle. You came because you had a potential lead on C and you couldn't look into it from the outside. Is that it?
What?
As in the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front?
But he's dead, isn't he?
The Intelligence Division looked at all of C's actions so far and drew up a list of potential suspects. And one possibility we couldn't dismiss was that he had ties to this academy somehow. But after C and his cronies got blown up aboard their airship in the mine, we thought it was a moot point. Looks like we spoke too soon, though. I can't believe how bad we screwed this up.
Are you seriously suggesting that it's Crow that has been him all along?
Crow was with us in the mine right up until he went with the miners to escort them back to the surface, right?
Yeah, and then his route back ended up blocked off by a cave-in, so he wasn't able to reach us until later.
But what if he actually used another route to get there ahead of us?
Then fought us wearing that masked helmet and cape.
Before making it look like he boarded the airship, then sneaking back around to join the others like nothing happened.
Madness. No one would stake their entire plan on such a precarious stunt.
It is pretty mad, I've gotta say.
Perhaps we can read the evidence that way, but there are a few leaps in logic that bother me.
Besides, remember when the terrorists escaped from Gorelia Fortress? We heard C talking to us. And not just then. He was addressing us just before the airship exploded in the mine, too.
That's true, on both counts.
And Crow was with us the whole time during everything that went down in Gorelia. He never left our sight.
Right. No mistaking it.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, there's no way he could be...
He could have recorded a message in advance and played it back.
Oh...
And the airship that exploded? It could have been controlled remotely. His alibi seems airtight. But once you account for things like that, it starts looking pretty questionable.
Yep. And if C's still alive, that means the other ringleaders probably are too.
Then, right now, Crow is...
He said he was headed to Dreikel's Plaza, didn't he?
If a skilled sniper has their eye on you, you let your guard down for even a second and bang, you're dead. If he's the one who shot down the airship in the mine...
Then it's checkmate for the Chancellor. Crow's already won.
Oh, shit.
We stand at the brink of nothing less than a national crisis.
That's Milliam's grandfather, too. Holy crap!
In such tumultuous times, we must set aside our differences. We must look past the ideologies that divide us. I will not deny the rift that has grown between the reformist and noble factions, especially in recent times. But how childish, how insignificant such squabbles seem when the enemy marshals its strength beyond our borders. I have met with His Majesty the Emperor, and have secured permission to embark on the course we now must. Thus, in the name of the Emperor, and as the representative of the Imperial Government, I hereby proclaim...
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Please, say it ain't so. Say it ain't Crow. Oh, man.
That the Empire's full military might shall be gathered together from all branches and divisions to deliver unto Crossbell a swift response to their impudence and to form a bulwark against the threat from the eastern.
Go finish your speech in hell.
My question is why, though? Crow is a commoner, and Chancellor Osborne's a commoner, and he's fighting for the common good. Why would he want him dead? Is he really not? Is he a noble? Is he from Crossspell? What's his issue? What's his angle?
Well played, Armbrust.
Oh god, he knew. But what can we do to stop Crow and stop Erebonia from devolving into a state of civil war? Find out next time on Let's Play Legend Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.